Yo, what's good, y'all? We finna get into some more Pooh Shiesty shit. More updates about his arrest. Finna check it out. Let's get in tune with it. Okay.
Pooh Shiesty is absolutely cooked. Don't take it from me. Take it from somebody who's actually close to the situation. Hernandez Govain. He broke down during his Say Cheese interview exactly how effed Pooh Shiesty is.
Everything's came out. I mean, his bond has been rejected. What do you think? Where do you think this goes from here?
I mean, it's a difference from where I think it's gonna go and where I hope it's gonna go. Them live in the city, so I 30. I know 30 out of mid 30. I hope them get freed up. They was doing their thing and looked like they was just about to take off and provide some generational wealth.
Definitely was, man.
But there's a difference to where I think it's gonna go dealing with the feds.
Yeah,
the
the
feds don't move on you
ODF.
until they know they really
No surveillance, no guns.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you though, when I was going through my situation, Manny Aurora, my lawyer, who I think the best attorney in the world, he told me the biggest blessing in my situation was that my case wasn't federal. He said the reason being because one of my counts was a conspiracy count. And federal.
I ain't gonna lie, folks. It's like he got goddamn gum in his teeth, but he don't. His shit just bent out. Bro.
The conspiracy laws are way more broad. You know what I'm saying? It's like very vague. Shit. Like they have a lot more room and ways to convict you, you know what I'm saying, in a conspiracy versus if you was in state court. Mm-hmm. And
you didn't get that shit fixed.
If the dad is actually on video in Staples printing out a release form, if what those agents saying is true, then that's what you call an element in the conspiracy. That's premeditation. You know what I'm saying?
The best and worst thing that ever happened to the culture is the Young Thug trial and that Diddy trial. You know what them trials did to the culture? It made us stop respecting the feds and they fists, man. See, before the Young Thug trial and this Diddy trial, we were all under the understanding, man, when them feds come for you, man, take your plea deal, go sit on that bunk, get your little tablet, man, and do your time. Because you're not taking it to trial. But after the Young Thug trial and this Diddy trial, somehow in this culture, there's this like false sense of bravado and confidence when it comes to the feds. We stopped respecting the feds and they fist. Like we start thinking, man, you could beat the feds with the right lawyer, man, the feds.
I don't know about that. You look at fucking Dirt case. I don't know, man. He ain't beating no feds. Fuck out of here.
Feds don't got nothing. The feds ain't the boogeyman no more. Now that could be a good thing because some people are actually taking it to trial and beating it. But it's a bad thing when the people who are obviously guilty with people who we know for the most part, hey man, like you cook, bruh. When they think about beating it because they see Young Thug and Diddy beat it. I don't think it's gonna work out that way for Pooh Shiesty.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when this first came out, I've seen a lot of wishful thinking online. Now it's okay to be positive, but it's not okay to be absolutely naive.
Shit, for one, they ain't had Young Thug on camera, on fucking house arrest ban while he doing shit. He wasn't doing that shit on house arrest. This nigga Pooh Shiesty was.
Right, a lot of wishful thinking, man, they don't got nothing on Pooh Shiesty, man.
Bullshit.
Where's the camera footage of him robbing Gucci? There's no camera footage of him doing it.
They got video,
Most
photos.
crimes don't got you in 4K committing a crime. That's why you have circumstantial evidence. And because it's the feds, man, this conspiracy with all of them coming together, colluding, I don't see Pooh Shiesty beating this, man, at all. Especially as Hernandez Govain is about to break down, you got eyewitnesses who is eager to testify against Pooh Shiesty. And Pooh Shiesty got about 8 co-defendants. You think all 8 finna be solid and do 20 to 30 for Pooh? Man, all right, bro. All right, man. Kidnap me, all right, bro.
That's conspiring, a lot of this gonna be, a lot of people ain't thinking about the call data. You know how the call data going, the GPS placements, the cell tower was pinging, is gonna place whoever at this location, you know what I'm saying, at the time, you know, then you got, even if Gucci don't cooperate, you got the cameraman. Man, the cameraman gonna be at court for the judge, dude, testifying, you know, so not to mention the off-duty police officers, what they got to say, you know, so it's more complicated than what people think, you know, and it's gonna be pretty rough, you know, and you know, Sean, when the last time you seen 8 cars on the case and everybody kept it real?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
I ain't see it. 8, man.
Yeah. All right, gun teeth.
Look at the Young Thug trial. They didn't have almost like 100 co-defendants who kept it solid. Yeah, Gotti, that's it. That was the only person at the end who didn't take a plea deal. Even Thug took a plea deal, man. Even Thug took the plea deal. But understand this, man. If any of Pooh Shiesty co-defendants take a deal, it's over for Pooh. It's over with.
Hey, fuck
and
it.
It's not going to be no,
shit.
But I took the plea deal, but my plea deal ain't really nah, hold on, bro. If you was outside robbing folks, you think you coming to court and saying, oh yeah, I brought my gun and I robbed Gucci Mane Associates in the studio where Pooh Shiesty was robbing Gucci Mane in the booth. But
you better tell, them niggas better tell Pooh, look, we all can't go down for this. Somebody gotta be out. We all in this motherfucker. Somebody gotta be out. So I'm finna take a plea. You feel?
I'm only claiming up to like what I do. You think the jury is gonna hear you rob folks in the studio while everybody was there and they say, yeah, he was the only one who robbed and kidnapped them. Pooh Shiesty didn't do it. He had no idea it was going on. Man, all right, bro. The minute one of them folks acknowledged that, yeah, they kidnapped and robbed people, everybody getting hit for that conspiracy. Everybody going down for that conspiracy. Because everybody was present. Everybody kept the hush. That's just a fact. Now, Hernandez Govain will even speak on the other eyewitness that he believes is going to cook Pooh Shiesty the most. Now, we'll get to that eyewitness. But first, he speaks on Gucci and the potential of Gucci's testifying. Now, Hernandez Govain don't believe that Gucci is going to go the full way. He's not 100% convinced that Gucci is going to take the stand. He do believe that Gucci did what he did, but he believes that at some point, maybe some, like some street dudes have gotten in Gucci's ear and they have talked Gucci off the ledge and he's not going to go the full way. But the other person, Hernandez Govain let me in on some information I didn't know. After hearing this information, Pooh Shiesty is cooked, man. That other person who's going to testify, he's coming with a vengeance.
We got to, just got to see how they play out, and I say this, I'm glad I ain't in the situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. It'd be crazy.
Gucci Mane's wife.
Yeah.
We know that she has a big influence on his life. She's his handler.
Correct. Caretaker.
Yeah, caretaker. Like, even if he doesn't want to corroborate, it looks like, he already made statements. Yeah, do you feel like she put that battery in his back?
Yeah, of course. Just imagine, him coming home, without his wedding ring and watch and humiliated as a man. You got to tell your wife this. Supposed to be one of the biggest gangsters in the world. Mm. And so, I'm sure she was upset. She a civilian, what's she gonna do? She gonna get the police involved. I don't know if you seen the press conference the other day, but they said the federal agents got statements the first day. Mm-hmm. Like they interviewed all parties on the first day. So I just, I was willing to bet my social security number that Gucci wasn't gonna cooperate. Based off his reputation. Sheedy done said in the past about him, not cooperating and he never will. And he said it with his chest out. But now this a whole different Gucci. This a Gucci that's on psych meds, and he being, he basically being, like a, she got the string, she pulling him, you know what I'm saying, and it's almost like, like he on a remote, you know what I'm saying, so with that being said, I could see her putting the battery in his back, and kind of pushing him over the edge. But now, at this point, I think he done had a chance think about it, he probably done talked to some reputable in the street and like, what's going on, you know? So, and I could see him now at this point, kind of like
retracting.
Retracting and backing up off of it. But again, they don't need Gucci. They don't need Gucci for nothing.
But what if Gucci tells the cameraman, "Hey, I'll pay you"?
Hernandez Govain would say that already happened. Now, he believes that Gucci Mane is trying to tell the cameraman not to say anything, but Hernandez Govain says Pooh, Shiesty and them has reached out to the cameraman to try to make it all good. They even offered to return all his items. But this cameraman that was with Gucci, he is so offended, he is so irate, so upset that they put him through it, that he don't even want the belonging back. He want them in jail. Look at what he told Pooh, Shiesty and them when they reached out. Just check it out. You think Pooh Shiesty's surviving this? Run the clip.
You don't think Gucci already told him that in the beginning? You know, if that was the angle that they was gonna go, Gucci could have been did that. You know, some people, the cameraman said some people reached out to him with the belongings, trying to give him his belongings back. He told him he didn't want it. If I would have reached out to that cameraman and he told me that, I would have got a one-way ticket to Honolulu.
The cameraman said no, or Gucci said no?
No, the cameraman said
He said,
no.
I would have left that.
But people allegedly from Pooh Shiesty's side reached out to the cameraman trying to give him his belongings back in fear, you know, trying to keep him, you know what I'm saying, quiet.
But why
he didn't want none of it.
But why you did it in the first place?
I'm gonna cook y'all
later.
later.
You gonna take his shit and, you know what I'm saying, get it back?
Enjoy it.
Shit, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So he got his mind made up.
Yeah, you know, he got them pictures and those wounds and you know, all of those pictures were taken on the first day. Yeah, he was very cooperative.
So you're in the street, you're from Memphis. It's a big thing. We all know Gucci and Yo Gotti had history over the wife.
Yeah.
There was this thing in the street that people kept telling me that Pooh Shiesty was trying to go to CMG, 15 million. Yo Gotti had the bag ready for him. That's why he was trying to get out the deal. Do you believe that? Do you believe that Pooh Shiesty wanted to go to CMG?
Definitely. Yeah.
Wow. So that's confirmed.
Yeah. And he was about to sign. You know, if things could have got worked out, you know what I'm saying, in a peaceful business manner. Yeah, Gotti was definitely, that was going to be the ultimate checkmate.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just keeping the G, that's what Shiesty should have went in.
That definitely would have been checkmate right there, because Pooh Shiesty, man, he was hot with the FDO shit, man. And then signed with Gotti. Oh, yeah. That shit right there would have been fire. Bro, he done fucked that shit up. God. Fuck, man.
In the beginning. You know, you from the city.
Yeah.
You gonna go sign to an ice cream cone on his face.
Niggas fucking up shit.
You know, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't understand that for the life of me, you know, but everybody, you know what I'm saying, you know.
Keep it a buck. Why? What made him choose Gucci over Gotti?
I'm gonna be real, you know, I'm gonna take it all the way back to a lot of people don't know this story. Shiesty dad, Mob Boss, he had a record label, you know, and he had an artist back in the day. I don't know if it was his artist, I don't know if he was managing, I want to say his name was Miscellaneous or whatever. And so back in the day, Miscellaneous and Gotti, I think Miscellaneous was kind of going there, Gotti, on CD or whatever, nothing in the streets or whatever. So with that being said, I think it was a little, you know, Gotti may have felt a little certain way still about that or whatever, and he might wasn't reaching for Pooh as strong as Gucci was.
I bet you Pooh Shiesty right now is regretting signing the Gucci. But the white boy who got robbed told them folks, man, keep the jewelry.
I know they
I'm gonna get it back in blood.
The niggas that robbed them, I know they
I'm gonna get it back in blood. No, keep the jewelry. I'm gonna get it back in blood. Blood gonna be me taking that stand in federal court, looking you in your eyes as I get you.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I would have never. You get this shit back. Nah, I would have left. I would have left the United States, bro. That shit. Nope.